back with yet another video at a lake today where I was actually at last weekend and caught a lot of big fish, probably a couple 4-pounders, but I didn't have my camera with me. So I'm back here again with the camera, but we'll see if they're still there. Usually you'd think they would be up shallow where we seen them last weekend, chasing bait fish around, but I don't know. We'll have to figure it out today because it's definitely a little more windy and some clouds, but we'll try to figure it out. So what we're using today to start, a little sunfish glide bait. Put the chest camera on, try to show you guys like how I fish certain places and why. Like for example, it's a little windier today, cloud cover, so I'm thinking these fish are going to be up shallow, which they kind of were last time, just under these docks and stuff, and the weed patches, some lily pads up here, weed line. I'm throwing the big glide to start, just see if they will chase and commit to a bigger bait and a bigger glide bait that's a sunfish color as well, which they feed on all summer. Just trying to get a reaction bite, see if they'll commit right now. If not, we can always slow it down too, but I want to try to pull these fish out and see if they'll commit and be aggressive. Kind of just seeing what they want. And then if they don't want to be aggressive, then that's when you can switch to the more finessey stuff, like a senko or a jig. Maybe catch a muskie too. The muskie in this lake like to sit up in the shallows when it's cloudy like this. Got one going here. Dang. Come on. Or that was a weed. Felt like a fish though. 0 for 1. 0 for 1. There we go, on the glide bait. Oh my god, he spit it. Black senko. It's not the biggest, but number 2. A little tough out here, but can't complain. So a little trick I'm trying to do here is I'm throwing this big glide bait, this big sunfish glide bait, to try to get like a reaction bite or to try to draw some fish out from under this cover. And then if they don't commit to this, I'll go to the senko because it's kind of more finessey and subtle, and at least I'll know they're there to try to commit. Like I just did that fish there, I seen him up there, drawn him out with this, and then I had the senko going to follow up with it because maybe they don't want to bite the big lure, but that little switch could just cause that reaction bite. good one. He's a decent guy. Short, stocky. Nice one. Another decent one on the senko. Heavy pressured lake. Some guys just rolled by here. Slow it down, get a finesse. Boom, senko. Probably like 2 pounds, give or take. Nice one though. I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through. This is gonna be the end of the video here. Caught some decent fish, a couple good ones. Not horrible, but so the first lure here is this senko. So it's the Yum senko, 5-inch senko, a black. This is pretty clear water, so usually I tend to go towards the black, make it kind of look like a leech when it hangs in the water, weightless. Otherwise, like watermelon, red flake, green pumpkin, those would be good too. And then another lure I was using was this 5-inch glide bait. And one of the reasons I actually like this one a lot too is because you may not catch a lot of fish on it, but the fish you catch are going to be quality and size. Plus, when I'm fishing up shallow, whether it's cattails on the bank or it's docks, I like to throw this up right next against it, try to lure some of those fish out. You'll tend to get more bigger bites, and even if you don't happen to get a bite, you can use this lure to kind of lure the fish out of that structure and kind of expose them, and then follow up with the senko or something more finessey to try to get that fish to bite. And then the last lure I was using today, which I didn't catch a fish on, but I've just been throwing it, is this spinnerbait, white and chartreuse spinnerbait, 3/8 ounce. I didn't catch any fish with that, but I was kind of throwing it around. I had a pike on it, but I didn't really set the hook because I didn't want to catch it. But mainly just that's the senko and that glide bait I've been kind of just using as my 1-2 punch. Throw this glide bait up into the shallows or the docks and try to get those fish to bite off a reaction. Otherwise, if you tend to see that fish come chase after that, if it doesn't commit to it, you can reel in. That's when I would get the senko out, follow up casts, because it's pretty clean water and I'm up shallow, so I was able to see that fish. And then I got a couple of those to bite, but that was basically my strategy today. So see you in the next one.